Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to or back to your channel. This is your daily reading for Tuesday, June 23rd. Keep in mind that time is fluid and you can resonate to any of these readings if you have strong Leo in your birth chart. So let's get you a number for the day and see what number Spirit is highlighting for you. You may see this number on license plates, billboards, social media, wherever you see digits. And your number is 000 with I am a creator. You are one with the creator and there are no limits to what you can achieve. You have the ability to create something new and incredible in your lifetime here on earth. Now, some of you born with a 0 in your date, the 10th, the 20th, the 30th. Doesn't have to be, it's just the energy, but zeros are starting from scratch energies. Something that you have yet to experience or yet to create. So you could be in a position of manifesting and creating something that you have never created before, doing something new and really spreading your wings in that direction of understanding that there is no limits to what you can have. When you put your mind to something and your energy is aligned, 3 zeros, body, mind, and soul, what you can create is endless. The possibilities are literally endless. And that's what zeros come in to tell you and to also remind you of. So you're sitting in creator mode right now for sure. You may find that manifestations or things are coming to you a little bit quicker, or there are these type of new energies that are different from experiences you had in your past that make you feel like you truly are living in that new reality, living in that new world. And your reading for yesterday, I highlighted the fact that you got a lot of circles that showed portals. And now you have 3 zeros, 3 circles. I mean, I think there's a portal moment open for you right now. Let's see what else you got going on here, Leo. You have Sun in Virgo energy with endeavor. You reap what you sow. Literally, the universe is saying, imagine yourself as a farmer. Plant the seeds and continue to nurture them. So with Sun and Virgo coming through, Virgo is a very analytical sign. They are a very observational sign, but they are also a mutable earth energy. So when this card comes through, I feel like there is definitely some type of new seeds that are being planted in your world right now. And the fact that this card came through with the 000 shows me this is an experience that you have yet to experience in this lifetime. And you are in the energy of creating it, nurturing it, and watching it come into fruition. So there could be something that you actually have manifested in your past that comes through right now. When the Sun in Virgo card comes through, there could be Virgo energy around you or in your birth chart. It doesn't necessarily have to be. But Virgo also, I feel like on a energetic level, this energy rewards when you take care of yourself. When you give yourself that self-love, specifically when you take care of your body. So I feel like if there has been any new goals or any new things you have been doing for yourself where you are just nurturing your temple, I feel like Virgo energy, that energy really likes to reward for nurturing in that sense. Virgo being ruled by the maiden. They are the only, opposed to Gemini being the twins, but they are the only energy that is one symbolized person of the human, the individual, the quote unquote virgin. And if you think about it real strongly, the zeros would be that new experience energy, and Virgo being resembled by the virgin, having that new experience of what? Creation. So we're going through really nice so far with these two cards. Let's see, your angel that is with you for the day is synchronicity. Thank you, angels. I trust your well-timed guidance and signs. So I'm not surprised that you got this card, because this card gives a strong indication that your angels are saying, we've been giving you signs about this. We've been setting up synchronized meetings, synchronized conversations to align you to this new creation, to align you to this part of yourself of making things happen, not only just thinking about it, but actually doing it and receiving it and embracing it and living it. The yin yang same symbol coming through, that symbolizes a togetherness of two energies that could feel opposite to each other. Synchronicity reminds me of that word serendipity as well, when there could be two events that don't necessarily connect to each other by just looking at them. But as you go through experiences or you go through certain things, you kind of see the nexus in them, where you see random connections that wouldn't normally be. So I would really pay attention to all the signs you are getting around this time, because I feel like your spirit team is actually assisting you in how to create in this moment with these signs. So let's see what your quantum oracle is for the day, Leo. And you have courage, card number 1. I felt that with the sun in Virgo, because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So that energy is very thinking focused, very mental focused, but you can't just think about things. You have to actually take the free will action to show the universe and show the energy you will live in it. You know, I feel like that's one of the biggest things that people get confused about with manifesting, which I have gotten so many requests to do one-on-one with manifesting, or some type of manifestation thing. I'm working on a manifestation guide / course that I'll slightly explain to you what I'm going to explain in it a little bit. So you can think of creation, but if you're not actually taking even the smallest, simplest steps in real life to put yourself into that reality, there's usually, that is the part that's off, the willpower. So we can think about things all we want, but taking the required action and having the courage to do that is what truly makes manifestations take off. So the quantum oracle giving you the energy of courage is showing that this is not only something that needs to be replayed in your mind, but it also needs to be worked on in the physical. And that's where people usually stop, because they're like, well, what do you mean? How do I make that happen? And that all really depends on what you want to create. So let's continue forward with your tea leaf underneath the sun in Virgo. We have the diamond. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. So there could be some type of exchange you receive today. An emphasis maybe on like jewelry or gems, crystals. Underneath synchronicity, you have the hills, obstacles to overcome. So you have actually been getting signs from your spirit team of what you need to overcome, which is probably the energy of courage and confidence and believing in yourself, taking risks and putting yourself out there, or just really trusting in a vision and taking the steps to make that vision become your reality. Because you're in some type of like creator portal right now for sure, especially when the energy of courage comes through and you have the vine. Seek out information that will help you. So, you have the vine underneath courage. I know, Leo, asking for help isn't always in your forte, and asking for help isn't always something that feels good for you. But there are specific people that are synchronized into your life in this moment that actually have the information that will help you create, help you make things happen. And a lot of the times too, that occurs. Sometimes we don't think things are possible until we see evidence of it. So the universe may align you to something or someone to give your mind the evidence that something is possible to be manifested from your energy. So I'm getting like reality vibes in this reading, but I'm also getting like a really strong connection to the divine, because it looks like they're trying to talk to you. Very specifically, they have these messages that they're trying to deliver. And obviously here I am reading as the messenger, but I'm getting it more on an individual level. Like individually, your spirit teams, they're trying to come through to really give you this energy and lead you towards what can assist and what can help you. So let's see, your overall energy from the tarot is moving on with the Eight of Cups. So you're going to get a lot of downloads and a lot of signs of what needs to be released inside of you that could be causing some obstacles in your manifestations coming true, or has been causing you some type of issues and feeling like, you know, sometimes when you work so hard for things or you try to create and you don't feel like they're happening, sometimes people will assume that they're quote unquote blocked somehow. Look, nobody can block you but yourself. So with the fact that you have the Eight of Cups as your overall energy shows me, it looks like you're going to figure out what has been inside of you that needs to be moved on from, that needs to be walked away from. Fear, doubt, lack of courage, lack of confidence, maybe even lack of faith, fear of getting hurt, fear of putting yourself out there. You know, that it could be endless. But you're going to figure it out with this being in your overall energy. You have the Eight of Cups to the Four of Cups. It's in front of you. Like, your spirit team is like, it's right here. The answer's right here. I just need you to look up. I need you to see it. I need you to observe it. Let's see. What's coming your way today? The High Priestess. There it is. I'm telling you. Spirit is all over this reading. I'm getting a double dose of energy here. Like, I feel like they're giving you some physical energy of predictions, but I feel like your spirit team is like, hello, over here. Listen, watch, observe. We're giving you the signs, and that's exactly what's coming your way. The High Priestess, that spiritual realm. Your influence is the Page of Swords. So literally, this would be the vine. Seek out information that will help you. That's exactly what the Page of Swords is doing. They're researching. They're looking things up. They're reading books. They're watching informational videos. They're having conversations where they're trying to learn or trying to teach. Some of you may be in the process of learning something new, whether it's just like a little side hobby or it's something that you just feel stimulated to understand or to learn in your life. You know, I don't know, like people like learn languages or recipes, stuff like that. But the Page of Swords is also an energy that could be specifically going into a learning process for a reason. It may not just be just for fun. What's unexpected for the day is the Two of Cups. So there's that energy that's sent to help you. And you know what's interesting? It wasn't your daily that we just did. I think it was your weekend reading. There was something about like a divinely orchestrated energy that was sent to assist you. Your advice is the Four of Pentacles. So your advice is to open up. Do not stay closed off. And do not feed into that fear. And your outcome is strength. Okay. So, there's definitely some spiritual information coming your way. And it looks like the divine has orchestrated an individual on your path to really assist you. They have the information you need. They have the answers you need. I almost feel like for some of you, there could be this fear. I feel like the Page of Swords has this fear sometimes. The fear of making mistakes. And I've said this a couple of times in past readings, but whoever invented the light bulb, I don't know, who the heck was that? You know, he tried like 900 times before he actually got it right. You know how much mistakes he made? You know how many times he failed until he created the light bulb or electricity or whatever the heck it was? So think about it in that sense. A lot of times our failures or our mistakes are actually teaching us how to do something better, how to do something more efficiently. But I'm getting a random download here with this Two of Cups unexpected energy. The universe may align you to somebody who's already went through this. They already made the mistakes. Are you going to make your own? Possibly. But they can like help you get past like those ones that maybe are at the beginning, or maybe like they'll be like, hey, look, I did this before. I learned not to do this. So now I can tell you this now. So you don't do it either. So it's almost like the universe is aligning you to someone who has the information. They have the experience. And it kind of can help your fear of, I don't know, doing something wrong or making a mistake or something along those lines. So let's clarify this here for you. On the Four of Cups of your overall energy, we have the Page of Wands. Yep, there it is. There is that passion. There is that action. There is that courage of saying, all right, I figured out what needs to go, and now I'm going to take action and use this energy towards what I'm creating. You have some, I feel like your spiritual gifts are being heightened right now. On the High Priestess of what's coming your way, the Ten of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Six of Cups. Yeah, you're going to figure something out. And with this combination of cards, it looks like these signs have been around you for a good amount of time. Especially with synchronicity here as well. This combination of cards could show me that you're returning to doing something you used to do in the past. Maybe you know more about it now, or you feel more confident towards it now. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Six of Cups could also be an alignment to a past life soulmate or a strong soulmate that is here to assist. And you see those puppy and to dog help a situation grow for you, whether it's platonic, romantic, or like a mentorship type of situation. But I feel like some of you may return to something you did in the past because you feel like you have more confidence on it now. You know more. You have more information. Doesn't have to be. On the Page of Swords and your influence, we have the Page of Swords again. Oh, you're in a huge learning process right now. The Hierophant, literally, and the Eight of Wands. So you know what's crazy? You have the Wheel of Fortune here. As we've been saying all month, Jupiter's about to move into Leo, right? The Wheel of Fortune would be Jupiter. But your influence looks so interesting to me right now. I don't know if you are a teacher or you're going to be mentored by a teacher or somebody or something along those lines, or you have taught yourself something. I'm getting teacher-esque energy. But the fact that you have double Page of Swords, the learner, the researcher, literally, you could see it in this one. You see those light bulbs? Oh my God, the light bulb. I was just talking about the light bulbs. The book. The Hierophant brings you blessings for learning. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, ruler of Pisces and Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules higher level learning, expanding your knowledge. So your position actually shows me that you're going to get luckier by the more you learn and the more you know. So I don't know, watch a video, pick up a book, do some research right now. Even if you don't really have anything to research in this very moment, I would just use the energy for your advantage because it's showing that your luck, at least in this very moment, is coming directly from you expanding your knowledge. Wow. Honestly, once I finish this, I may go watch an informational video because I'm like, I've never seen that come through like that. On the Two of Cups, as your unexpected energy, there's the High Priestess. I'm telling you, the universe, spirit, High Priestess twice, and you have the Hierophant. So you have the masculine and the feminine of the spiritual energy. There is a individual around you sent to help you manifest, help you create, and help you break through. I mean, this is amazing. I would really pay attention to the energies you come across. And I say this because you have triple zeros, but you also have 2, 2, 2. When triple twos come out in a spread, that is saying pay attention to new and existing partnerships, new and existing people. So there is an attention not only to being observational and sitting in your creator energy, but there's also an influence of paying attention to who is around you or who is coming in. Somebody around you has the information you need, or they're coming your way for sure. Four of Pentacles in your advice. Ace of Wands, there it is, the Fool. I mean, there's a lot of taking a passion, taking an energy you feel excited for, and doing something with it. I really do feel like there is a really strong blessing or catapulting of energy by you just stepping into expanding your knowledge. expanding your wisdom. And I know some of y'all are going to be like, what? Really? That's all I got to do? Just pick up a book or read something? Yeah, literally. That's why I gotta get this manifestation course guide done for y'all, because you're going to be so surprised by all the very simple things you could do that just like the brain doesn't make sense of it. It's like, well, how does that make sense? But the analytical mind loves to overcomplicate things. So like that's usually the biggest step of breakthrough. So your advice is to follow that. Follow it. Take the risks. There it is. The Fool number 0. Because you're in a position, it looks like, manifesting something that you haven't experienced yet. Or manifesting a new level of this experience. Strength in your outcome with the 10 of Pentacles. There's that abundance. 9 of Cups. There's the wish fulfillment. And the Page of Pentacles, the physical manifestation of it. I mean, I can't make it up. There it is. Right there. And it's crazy that the 9 of Cups is in your outcome, because your overall energy is the 8 of Cups. The 8 of Cups is walking towards the 9 of Cups. And here you are. 10 of Pentacles to the Page of Pentacles. If this is something finance or something with work or something you can make money from, it will stabilize itself in your life. And usually this combination of cards shows me it can fuel a lifestyle. You know, like it could eventually be what pays your rent, eventually be what pays for your living and things along those lines. So I definitely feel like you are stepping into some luck with wisdom for sure. And like I said, there is definitely an energy around you that the universe has guided into your life, whether they've been in it for a while or they're a newer type of energy. There is somebody here that has the information that you need. Absolutely. In some way, shape, or form. And it doesn't have to be somebody who's super close or super important to you. It could be an acquaintance. It could be a stranger. And you're like, wow, I would run into that person or have that conversation. That's exactly what I needed to hear. So some of you may have that experience where you're like, whoa, how did they know I needed to hear that? Or how did they know I needed this? And it's not because they knew it. It's because they were almost like a chess piece on the board. They were, I hate saying the word used, but it's like they were used for your purpose. And that happens back and forth. You know, sometimes the universe uses us for other people, but it looks like in this situation, they're using another person for you. So in terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart, you have Virgo, you have Pisces, you have a Sagittarius, Taurus, Cancer, Leo, Aries, and Gemini. So let's see what your ending oracle is. We're going to get it from the Starseed Oracle for you, Leo. And you got Lost Lands. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. That's exactly what is in your coming your way position. I said, I'm like, some of you are going to return back to something you've done. But now that I see Lost Lands coming through, this could be something your soul remembered. Doesn't necessarily have to be something you did in this lifetime yet. Here we go. Lost Lands. This is going to... Thank you. You're going to put the... I know you're going to put the reading together just like amazingly. The world is far more ancient than our documented history suggests. As souls, many of us experience ancient errors on this planet that were much more advanced than ours today. As we begin to remember these times, the rememberings and gifts can come flooding back. That could be something you're looking into. I don't know, maybe you're looking into some ancient knowledge. At this stage in Earth's timeline, we need wisdom of the ancients to survive as a species. Oh my God. You're being called to connect with the lost wisdom of your own soul. Yo, I'm freaking out. If you and I said that with this, I was like, that's a random ass thing to get. Like, lucky from wisdom and knowledge. There you go. If you feel guided to make a change in your life, to step into a new career path, birth a creation, or bring an idea to life, but feel unprepared, the energy card of courage. This card is calling to you to consider that you've done this before. Perhaps your soul has wisdom beyond what your lifespan can imagine. Perhaps the intuitive hits and ideas you're receiving are divinely guided. Perhaps you've been preparing for this time. Some think that lost lands exist in the past. Others believe they exist today in a different dimension. I believe these ancient lands also exist in the souls of those who experience them. If this card comes to you, perhaps the wisdom of the lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, and Avalon, exists within you. And through surrendering to the intelligence of your own soul, you can unlock the seeds of these ancient lands so you can learn from... Oh my God. So you can learn from our mistakes and usher in a new age. Did we hear that? Oh my God. See, this is a freaking out reading. It didn't freak me out for most of the time, but damn, that was weird. And I felt that too. I was like, why do I feel like this person already like made mistakes? The fact that I said literally everything. And that's why it freaks me out, y'all. Like, I'm just a vessel. I'm just a messenger. So think about when you are living in your daily life and you hear news that surprises you and you can't wait to deliver it, you know? Like, that's how I feel as, like, the messenger through this. This is crazy. All right, this is what I got. I don't think it needs any more than what it already has given. Thank you, my beautiful, wonderful Leos, for being here and for watching. I hope you have a great and amazing day or week. Wait, day or night. Wherever you are at in the world. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't lose the channel. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye now.